toying with him at this point because he could have just jumped, you know, like...
Shh, keep quiet. Oh, it's getting irritated. It's not supposed to.
Clearly said irritated, not agitated, but yeah.
They unfortunately...
What's up, squad? It's your squid. You know what the video's about. Let's just get straight into it. If I can hit the play button.
These 6 chilling tiger encounters could honestly be the reason you never visit a wildlife safari again. Thank you, World of Tanks, for sponsoring this video. Number 6.
As always, link in the description if you want to watch this video.
A group of friends average
without my reaction.
Drive quickly. Thank you, World of Tanks, for sponsoring this video.
His sponsor will be at his video, obviously.
At Ranthambore National Park, a group of friends' average safari drive quickly turned into a nightmare.
Oh yeah, nah.
They were horrifying.
Thanks, but no thanks.
By a hungry tiger. At first, they began recording after spotting movement in the bushes up ahead.
Oh my God, he's up. Oh my God, he's up.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, oh yeah. Shit yourself, absolutely. Especially when he's doing the like.
Serious fear, the tourists continue driving down the road in hopes of.
I was on a. Oh, did something just fall? Yeah, it might have. Sorry if there's a glare back there now. But I was on a safari in South Africa. Well, is it? I think it's the Gwendolyn Game Reserve. I'll put a thing if I remember in the editing, right? And a lioness walked like that, and then up next to the car. But the guy. Like, our guide was so chill, and he was so cool, and he was just, like, a really good, like, leader in that moment, because he was just like, nobody move, everyone just breathe normally, act normally, it's all good, she'll walk past, everything will be fine, everyone remain calm, don't make any sudden movements. And we all did, and everything was fine, and it was all good, but it was like, that guy was also, like, when I say chill, he was also chilling, you know, because like he had given us the rundown before we even went out on safari, and basically said if a lion jumps into the truck, you know, if a lion jumps into the vehicle, I'm going to shoot you, not the lion, because the lion will probably like it'll take a couple of shots to get down, and it's going to fuck you up, and you don't want like you would rather be shot, trust me. And it was like, wow. Okay, and like we had to sign a waiver to go in there in the first place, right? So that was a whole thing. But anyway, I'll stop talking and I'll react. It's a reaction video and all. But oh, where'd it go? 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 Oh, there it is. Oh, it's running and everything. I mean, part of me wants to critique the camera work, but when you're fucking shitting yourself, it's like the last thing in your mind.
From the area altogether. Number 5. At a wildlife sanctuary, a group of tourists had their day take a very short turn when their car got dangerously approached by a rather curious tiger. Originally, they pull out their cameras after noticing the predator coming out of the forest to their right.
Jeez, where are these guys? Mostly. I've never seen a tiger in the wild, you know what I mean? Like.
But first, I want to thank.
And they're speaking Hindi in the last 2 different videos. We'll try and skip his video. Skip this, skip this. Obviously, if you want to check out the sponsor of his video, if you want to just check out his video in general, go and do that. The link is right at the bottom of the description after all the stuff that makes me money. Hurry up.
Horrified tourists remain frozen in fear as the tiger now begins circling around them.
Yikes. Same safari. Actually, no, it was a different safari, but a couple of weeks later, up on the Serengeti. I was up on the Serengeti and we were camping on this safari, and hyenas circled our tent and were like chuckling and laughing, which is apparently something they do before they're going to eat, which is, you know, rather unsettling. We didn't sleep that much that night, but that was a whole thing.
Luckily for them, the tiger decides to walk up the road to investigate the other cars when the man filming suddenly spots something behind him.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one.
Thankfully, both predators seem to have moved along, and the tourists eventually decide to stop recording completely.
Do they hunt in packs or anything? Or are they solitary creatures, or like? Someone let me know in the comments.
Were unlucky enough to come way too close to a fearless tiger trying to mind its own business. Originally, they quickly begin recording after spotting the animal walking out of the bushes just a few feet away.
Yep, Hindi whispering again. Must be in like the Indian sort of region
absolutely frozen
of the world.
In fear, the predator begins
should know where tigers are from, but I don't.
The dirt road towards another group of terrified civilians.
Fuck, they're just on bikes too. Just bait at that point. Fucking hell, there's like 4 of them on the bike too.
After a few minutes, the tiger reveals itself once again and decides to go get a closer look.
He's just fucking toying with them at this point because he could have just jumped, you know, like.
Shh, keep quiet. Oh, it's getting irritated. It's not supposed to.
Clearly
said irritated, not agitated, but yeah.
They unfortunately stop recording, and what happens next remains unknown. Number 3. At a national park in Nepal, a few men driving down the road unexpectedly came across a rather large tiger that didn't seem so happy about having visitors. Initially, they decide to pull over after spotting the animal walking across the road up ahead.
Yeah, fuck that.
You see it, but it is a big male Bengal tiger.
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, I'd be booking it the other way, I reckon.
End up driving up towards the animal in hopes of getting a closer look.
Oh my god, he is beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful, but like...
He's looking behind. He looks very pissed off.
He's looking at you, dickhead.
The tiger was pissed off.
As the tiger disappears back into the forest, they grab this opportunity to drive away.
Yeah, I bet.
They still can.
Poor, ballsier than me. Ballsier than me.
Wildlife safari, a group of friends had their relaxing expedition turn into a truly dangerous situation when they decided to closely follow an innocent tiger.
See, that'd piss me off. If I was in one of those other cars, right?
Their relaxing
We'll pause it here, because this is what happened when I was on safari, and this is the first one I mentioned earlier in the video, at the Gwendolyn Game Reserve. There was a baby elephant that went in behind our car, and the mum elephant was following it. And no, the other way around. Mother elephant, baby elephant was following it, but this other car like wanted a closer look at the baby elephant, so drove a little bit closer to us, and it spooked the baby elephant so much that like the gap had become smaller, and so it was like went the other way, and the mum was super pissed off, but the mum got pissed off at us even though we hadn't done anything, but the gap, like, you know what I'm saying, and the driver was super pissed off. Like he was enraged with the dude. Like he was calm in the moment and everything was all good and everything like that, but when we got back to where we were staying that night, which was the, can I remember it? Labala Lodge, the Labala Lodge. Again, I'll put a thing if I remember in the editing. I had won a trip with work. I'm not flush enough to afford any of this stuff, right? I just fell on my ass, got lucky at the right time back in 2014. But point being, he was fuming when we got back to the lodge, and he was like talking to anyone that would listen, and he was like putting in things being like, this was the car, this is the company that he was with, this was the logo. Like I don't just want to put in a thing with the company, I want to talk to the dude. I want him face to face. Like and this dude was a fucking gnarly dude. He used to, and I know I'll get to the reaction in a sec. He was a gnarly dude though. He used to talk, like, as we would sit up by the fire and stuff, like of an evening at when we were on the safari and whatnot at the lodge, and he would talk about how he used to work in the PDU when he was living in Botswana. He grew up in Botswana. But yeah, the PDU is the Poachers Detection Unit, or Poaching Detection Unit or something. And I mean, he might have been talking out his ass just to scare us, and who the fuck knows, but he seemed like a real fucking, you know, heavy metal sort of fucking dude, right? And he was telling us one night about, you know, after a few drinks, about the fact that, you know, in the PDU that it, you know, after you kill your first few poachers, because in Botswana poaching is like, you get shot on sight, you know, like it's not even, that's a thing, you know, like because you know why. I don't need to go down that rabbit hole as well. But yeah, he was saying that it loses its fun after you've killed your first couple of people. So in the end, you just end up shooting in the legs and letting the animals like do it themselves, like in some kind of poetic justice sort of way. And it was like, all right, mate. alright. But anyway, I went down a very long rabbit hole there. But yeah, this guy coming in on the middle here, the other drivers, I mean, they didn't look like they cared all that much, but from my experience, the other drivers might have been pissed at them, like coming in and swearing them out like that.
Trying to mind its own business, the animal simply passes them up and continues walking up the road.
Yeah, he gives zero fucks as well.
Decide to go after it.
Oh, what are you doing, dickhead? Just let it be. Now he's turning around. He's like, stop following me, bro. You're fucking catcalling him as well.
Jumps to a later moment where the group appears to be still following the tiger around the safari. Eventually, though, they come to realize that the predator seems to be, unfortunately, heading towards them once again. Luckily, the animal simply walks by as if nothing is happening.
Yeah, but that's its choice, absolutely. That's on the tiger, you know, like...
Number 1. This intense clip picks up right as these brave men attempt to scare a nearby tiger away from their village. Unfortunately,
I guess, yeah, if it's scaring it away from the village, but... Oi! He's coming straight at him there. He's coming straight... Bang. Bang. Oh, snap. That is... not amazing camera work. Did he grab someone?
For them, the predator decides to spare the men at the very last second.
Oh, good.
Leaving the area completely.
Oh,
Thanks for
snap.
watching until the end. Check out.
That was intense. Sorry I ended up telling a story longer than the actual video we reacted to. I mean, I don't know if I did or I didn't. We'll be able to see in the edit. These guys give me money. I like money. Feel free to give me money. Failing that, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Tell me something else to react to. You know how YouTube works. I like, you know, getting views and getting subscribers. I've been trying to get to 10K. I've been trying to break the 10K barrier for about a year and a half now. So, yeah, I'm going to push hard. Do me a solid, hit the subscribe button, and as I said, give me a suggestion in the comments. What should I react to? What are other reaction channels you watch reacting to that's getting them views? Help me out, and I'll react to shit. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you when I look at you. You'll see me when you look at me. Thanks for watching.